Hey Spartans, let's talk about collecting quotes from your book for our literature circle discussion. I want to show you this quote by James Bryce. The worth of a book is to be measured by what you can carry away from it. Part of our collecting quotes is to help you carry away the most valuable parts of the book with you from your reading to your discussion. This is a quote by Edmund Burke that I really like. Reading without reflecting is like eating without digesting. If you don't reflect on what you're reading, you're not going to get any of the good takeaways. None of that like academic brain nutrition is going to sink in and help you grow. So we're just not going to open our books and have our eyes scan the words on the page in order to the end and then turn the page. We need to actually think about what we're reading. And one of the ways we do that is we collect quotes. We pick the ones that matter the most to what we want to talk about. We learn to refer to them in our discussion. All right, there's basically three ways that we can make notes on the quotes that we want to collect. We can write in the book, or we can't write in the book, or we write in a notebook or other book on another piece of paper. And we're going to break down each of these. If you have any questions about if you can write in the book or you can't write in the book, if the book belongs to you, it's up to you if you want to write in the book. If the book doesn't belong to you, you absolutely cannot write in the book. Let's talk about if you can write in the book. You can actually highlight right into the book. You can write in the margins. Sometimes I'll do like little brackets or a big circle around what I like, or a star in the margin, or an arrow, and then I'll like make my own notes down the side, like this quote matters because of this. If I just highlight the quote, but I don't write down any of my thoughts about why I picked it, when I go back later, I might not remember why that was important or what I was going to say about it. So when I can write in the book, I'm not just highlighting the quote itself or making the quote stand out on the page with brackets or stars or whatever. I'm also writing in the margin something to trigger my memory of what I'm going to say about that quote. You can also dog your pages. That's where you fold over the edge of the book corner. The one thing you should keep in mind about that is that dog-earing a page enough will cause the little corner tab to fall off at some point, okay, of a worn out book. We'll never dog your pages of books that you don't own, but if you want to do that to your own book, just be aware that it does damage the page a little bit and eventually that little corner tab might fall off. Okay, let's talk about something a bit more common, like when you can't write in the book. Say the book belongs to the library, it belongs to me or a friend, or you're just the kind of person who doesn't like it when people write in their books. That's fine too. My favorite way to make notes when I can't write in the book is to use Post-it notes. I write the notes that I need right on that little sticky piece of Post-it, and then I stick it right on the page where I need it with just a little bit of it hanging off over the edge like a bookmark, so that I can get to my Post-it note thing as much as possible, or as quickly as possible. Even if I can write in the book, I will often still use Post-it notes because of that ability to bookmark and get to the page that I want right when I want to. If you're the kind of person who likes to color code your ideas, you could say everything that's in pink is going to be quotes about the theme, and everything that's orange is quotes about the character, and everything that's yellow is going to be quotes about the plot that I like. It's not necessary. However you want to organize your notes is fine with me. The key is that you do find quotes and you organize them so that you're prepared to share them in discussion. Removable tabs are like Post-it notes, only they don't tend to be something that you write very much on. And they might even be made by like a different company. It's fine. But if you want to do like removable tabs where you stick it in and kind of flag that page or that quote, that can work really well. You can also use regular bookmarks to like keep the place in the book where the quote is that you want. The best kind of bookmarks for this sort of purpose are really just strips of paper, because you can write on the bookmark itself what part of the quote or what part of the page you want the quote from and what you were going to say about it. It can hold your notes right there in your book in a way that helps you get to the quote quickly. Okay, we're going to finish with our third option. You can write in the book or you can't write in the book, or you write in something separate altogether. I suggest a notebook. Loose paper is not going to help you out very much if it's a long book and you're going to write more than one page, because then you have to figure out where all your pages went, where they're all stored, what order they were in. It just gets messy. Organization's your friend. It's going to save you a lot of time and effort. So I suggest a notebook itself. You can call it a reading journal. You can bullet journal it, like sketch notes, and it doesn't have to be like paragraphs and sentences and stuff. You can also do digital versions of keeping records away from your book. Like a lot of people like to store their quotes on Pinterest. So you could create a Pinterest board for your book and use Canva to create really cool graphic representations of the quotes you like. Just make sure that you are writing down the page number and the title and author, because if you've got a quote and you can't prove it's from the book or back it up from the book, or somebody else has a question about where in the book that took place, or you need to end up using that quote in an essay later and you don't remember where it came from, you're not going to enjoy going back through the entire book trying to find that one quote one more time. So when you keep a quote outside of the book itself, make sure you write down the page, the author, and the title of the book. You can also just take pictures of your book page with your phone and then make notes on the picture itself, the same way that you would if you could write in the book. You're just doing it digitally. Okay, if you have any questions about this, please let me know, and I can't wait to hear your discussions in these literature circles.